late stages in the top 4 of those lands. So they're a very strong team. Navi come in as the favorites, Angels with a lot to prove, but much like NIP, if you can take down a team like Navi, that is a huge scalp to take and set you up for a fantastic season. So we'll be seeing it all here as we've got first map getting underway. It is Anubis. Don't be fooled by the green of Ancient. We're in the sunny shores of Egypt.
We are, and this is exciting. Navi chose to start on the CT side, which is interesting. I think it's more of a T-sided map. This is fast out of Angels. They are barreling in towards A.
Fast rotations, though. 3 players already here to receive them. Flashes are good. VQ can't take the contact. Lena and Hanka's actually been baited in. Planning on the edge of the fish. Can't find her, but Lena does take it down after the bomb goes down. No kit on these players. They have to fight their way through. They know that Angelka is tucked on down here. Lena finds another quick frag, but Catherine already there on the response, and Angelka's gone for a long flank. She has to find success through here, but Mio takes her down. All now onto Viku. Hits the first one. It's nice. Looking for the second. But Angelka was tucked on in, and so it is the fist around going the way of the Angels.
And that was really solid from the Angels. You've got the instant utility coming in, blocking off angles, making LETi uncomfortable up at heaven. The bomb plant tucked furthest point away. Normally you see teams just plant it in the middle of the site. No, right in the corner, not exposed to many angles. Although the bomb planter was denied, more importantly, the bomb was put down. And the entire time, Mio was keeping account of that flank. That was a really well thought out pistol by Angels.
All right, bit of excitement to kick things off. It's a shame. Hanka would have had a really good position if the bomb had gone for a different plant, you know, or even on that crossing player. It's unfortunate the bait setup didn't work. And they've gone for a stack on the B site. Looks like Angels are preparing for some sort of push. They're playing very passive. But I think A is the right way to go. You've probably covered Anubis quite a bit, Brandon.
Yeah.
Does it feel like on these second rounds where you know you could be against a stack that A is probably the safer bet?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like with rounds like this, Angels are playing it normally the default traditional way. You're trying to take more long-range gunfights with your rifles. You want to make the benefit of them. Send Margot in first with the MAC-10 with the utility, just to flush out all your nooks and crannies in the bomb site. Uulis can plant the bomb. Again, a really safe plant being adopted, but that means that it's going to be the default one for the Angels. They might also have some utility further on to kind of place down in the afterthought, so we'll have to wait and see. Uulis does get one on the MAC-10, but overwhelmed in the end by LETi. Angels, they're not going to worry too much about that. There is a flank coming on, just trying to kind of subject Angels to their demise on the bomb plant here. NAVI Javelins, they've got USPs. They might as well give this one a go to try and see if they can prevent, well, actually promote further casualties.
Yeah, I feel like you got to send Margot out first here just to escort you out. She can potentially get some of that cash, and then you can trade off her, so that would be the optimal, but they're actually just going to tuck on in. Safe here. That's actually, I thought the bomb radius would be way bigger, but there you go. That's good to know. You can save in there without any issues. I think it was planted heaven side, which makes it maybe a little bit easier.
Yeah, well, thinking about it, again, Angels, they planted right at the, as you described it, the corner of the fish. They planted it down there, and that is actually the furthest point away from where they saved. So it makes sense.
Yeah, it does look like a fish. I don't know if we're calling it fish, fish end, fish tail. It just kind of looks like it, like a fish. Maybe a mermaid. It doesn't
fish bones.
Looks like a fish. It doesn't look like a mermaid at all.
Wait, where's you get a mermaid from?
Well, it's like, you know, the tail. Like mermaids have tails, but the top half is like a fish. So like it's just a fish. Angelka is a good position for the M4, but 1 HP. She gets away. Lucky for her. That was a bit dicey.
Yeah, flaps her tail away. Angels providing a little bit of pressure and actually presence shown in towards the waters. But now a reset in towards B. This is going to be an execute, and it could come at the wrong time. LETi pushing, nades pulled. It's perfect from LETi. A hat trick of kills immediately coming in. 4 versus 2 for the Javelins.
That's massive from LETi. Mio's trying to get one back in mid. She is successful, and with that damage done earlier onto Angelka, they're not out of the woods yet. Catherine going to be joining out with Mio. And A site was evacuated. That contact they found rotated Lena off. She's going to make her way back through CT. LETi's clearing out in towards canals. But Angelka basically has to play a sort of a passive position trade-off somewhere. Maybe making a lot of noise. All now onto Lena. She's tucking on in. Might just want to play retake here, but if she gets a kill for free, that will feel pretty good. Indeed, she does. Mio goes down, so it's all now onto the shoulders of Catherine, punching in the digits, gets the bomb down at the very least.
Yeah, but it's very difficult. Trying to isolate the kill here on towards Angelka, and then on Swivel, you could maybe find Lena, or it's the other way around. Catherine, though, not accounting, although now considers Angelka timing. It is very difficult, and as a result, oh, Margot will fall. HUD said Catherine. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Point still stands. LETi with 3 kills. NAVI with the defuse, and finally a round on the board.
Yes. I think the HUD was maybe wrong with that one.
That's all right.
Anyway, we'll go by it. We just go by it. This is an amazing triple from LETi. I think there's something interesting about it. Normally, the B hits will be a pincer maneuver where you have like a 3-2 split or even 4-1 sometimes with canals being put pressure on. And I think also like on that point, like Angels had actually forced Angelka off that position. So they had free real estate if they wanted to get up close for that pincer. And that probably would have been a bit more of a successful attack. I mean, obviously they got kind of caught off by the timing anyway, which was great from LETi, that initiative to push out with a teammate and get that triple and essentially set them up for the round.
Yeah, for sure. I think as well, the fact that they've shown presence over towards Dark, Na'Vi were focusing a lot of their crosshairs on it. So they were trying to catch them out by surprise. Uulis, never mind, it's Catherine. We'll find Angelka. As I play Guess Who on the server, Angelka just has to watch from the sideline, spectate from the shallow waters. LETi now holding on. Margot about to be flashed through by Catherine. There's a perfect one. A double up in towards B for the Angels.
Great kill. Now they've got the 2-player advantage. Can really take their time with this one. Catherine's holding for the peak. Takes down Lena. Now they can just explode onto a bomb site. As long as they trade comfortably here. Hanka with an MP9. Surely can't do too much. And indeed, just going to be taken down with a bit of damage onto uulis. Ayaka? I don't know. We'll sort the HUD, guys. VQ alone, saving M4.
Yeah, super good mid-round again by the Angels. They're taking presence and contact on one area of the map, and then they're all resetting and executing in towards the other bomb site. But what's really impressive about this is they're all moving as a unit. They're leading first with the utility and relying so heavily on their flashbangs, and it is working out. Trade spacing also as they funnel out towards A is really sublime. In fact, they don't even need a trade. It's flawless, which is fantastic for the Angels side.
Yeah, and I think one of the conversations that's developing over this this map is kind of the T-sidedness of it. It's one of the rare maps that is T-sided. We saw that in Extreme at Pro League, actually. It was like the 14-1 throw from FaZe, or Vitality came back from being down 1-14. So I don't really know what a good round number here is anymore. It really seems to depend on the team and their individual strengths. But obviously, it's a great start for Angels. And Catherine continues to be striking strong with the AWP. It also feels like the AWP on the T side is probably the strongest T side AWP that you can, of all the maps at the moment.
Yeah, it's because you get so much leverage in the angles you want to initiate from, right? It's like Catherine from that position could peek A, could peek Dark, or could even just rotate and just hold on to long B. There's so many angles of opportunity for the AWP to really find a pick in, and it's really working out. Hanka, only player with a rifle for the Javelins, currently occupying middle. There's got to be careful because on a swivel, Ayaka walks in.
Oh, he's able to actually get one back, but no armor. Difficult to fight that one. The trade is quick. interesting to see. This does seem to be the default plant that they're going for on the A-bomb site. You often see it next to the cake, right? Like right in the mid site. Is kind of default, but I like the fish position because hold up, LETi almost had an opportunity. Fortunately not. He'd be able to find something, but no, Margot was there, ready for her. And it is a fantastic start for Angels. But now Navi will get the guns back out. And we'll see how much they're going to regret picking the CT side.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with the entire game plan so far of the Angels, and their fundamentals on Anubis seem really on point. No warp again for Viku. Elects to prioritize the utility over the M4. Catherine leading with the AWP yet again, peeking towards dark. Has caught Angelka off a couple of times here. Angelka really needs to be careful not to overstep.
It's a very difficult position to play on the CT side, but so important because of those rotations. Not uncommon to see the AWP on the T side posted up holding it. So on the CT side, you just want that info. You just want to know.
Yeah.
You want to peek on through. You want to see what's going on. If anyone's home in canals, on a boat, chilling out, enjoying the stream. Hope you all are at home doing that. Yeah. Viku's on a mission, Brandon, in towards mid. And here's that pincer setup I was mentioning before, the kind of 3-2 setup. Becomes 2-2 with Viku in the back lines, although it's going to be heard that she fell back.
Oh, that was nearly a great flash setup play. Hanka going aggressive, but gets caught off guard by Margot. Angelka, though, perfect on the smoke fade, finds both. And that really puts Angels into a little bit of disarray. 30 seconds left. Angelka keeps on pushing, but Mio will find her. But at the end of the day, Angels, where do you go? You've only got 20 seconds left. It needs to be B, and that's the right answer. LETi, first responder on the scene. Well-timed incendiary. They're going to have to run through, but Mio hits the headshot.
Huge kill. Lena's arrived now to try and support, but she can't push on through until her teammate arrives. Viku's on the flank through towards dark, but misses the timing, falls off the edge. And now Mio can focus her attentions onto the rotator. Oh, Viku wins that duel, but she's been brought so low. Mio knows exactly where she's coming from. Swaps a different weapon, has a bit of time to work with, Kit on her back. Mio has all of the information, swinging around, looking for the shot, and she finds it. 4 in the round for Mio, and a 5th on the board for the Angels.
I'd like to see a timeout here for the Javelins. Those comms were definitely really clustered because that all starts with that pushing towards mid. This was a 2 versus 4 that falls apart for the Javelins. It all starts with Angelka re-aggressing to get the information. And from there, it just all falls apart. What a fantastic recovery by the Angels.
It's quite impressive. The fact they were spotted rotating towards A, they decide, well, we're going to go back towards B. Fast rotations on the T side, very beneficial, and again, part of why this map is leaning the way it is. Navi were kind of caught in 2 minds. Had Lena on the rotation already over towards A. It was the wrong gamble. Viku again, she's been finding the space here, but this time it's been given up on purpose. Catherine was holding it with the AWP. Contact in towards mid. Uulis is going to remove Lena. LETi pushed as well in the other extremity. Can't quite connect the shots. This one is quickly falling apart for Navi. A few tags. In fact, every player that's taken contact has gotten a shoulder shot in, an arm shot, a leg shot, but no headshots.
And they're the ones that matter. Angelka just looking for a kill on the way out, potentially. It's going to be so difficult to do so. There's so many players of Angels. They're all hunting. They're swarming. uulis locks it in. Make sure that Angelka can't scavenge a weapon, can't bring forward anything. Loss bonus building up now for the Javelins. There's your timeout just before your gun round. It does make sense. Viku can also purchase an AWP. Now the question is, does she get aggressive? Is she going to contend for dark? Is she going to still keep pushing in towards middle? So many question marks.
It does feel like a map that kind of demands the AWP take ground and at least get information, be very dynamic in their rotations. Just because the CT rotations are so much longer than the T side are, and you really have to be in the right place. BQ was really great in that first week, I will say. It looks like she was a big part of their success in that map against G2, but, you know, slower start here so far. Finally gets the AWP out. Let's see her with her signature weapon.
Yeah, NAVI Javelins got some creative ideas on the T side as well. We might be able to see a few of those get brought to the table when the side switch, but for now, you need to give yourself a lifeline for that second half to start with. The Angels looking incredibly fierce. LETi jumping. It's going to be a straight execute. Haven't seen this yet out of the T side.
Straight out the gate. All the utility flying on through. Rotation from Lena starts to come on in. They have been smoked off, and I think that's actually caused them to pause. Like a single smoke grenade. No ground elsewhere, and so they have to respect. Now they've just got one smoke left for their actual execute, but it has actually caused Lena to fall back. NAVI haven't taken ground anywhere else, so they're a little uncertain about where this is going.
Yeah, now going to lead in with flashes. Angels start to make their move. Angelka can take the first contact. There's so many players. LETi can only find one, and so too does Lena. Everything is kind of falling apart here for the Angels. No, not for the Angels, for the Javelins. It's all looking pretty good for the Angels, in fact. 3 versus 2. Viku been completely shut out of the round with Catherine finding Hanka. That is basically it. All said and done. NAVI are going to have to concede a 7th.
Viku's kind of looking interested in this. I think she just really wants to fire off her AWP now she's got it. Player and Goblin's going to be impossible to clear, and in fact, as she starts to move on out, uulis is going to swing on through. And that AWP does not get to fire a shot, sadly. It's not a sad story for Angels. They are looking heavenly right now. 7-1. What a dominant start for a team that we kind of were looking at as the absolute underdog here.
We didn't know what to expect out of Anubis. I thought it was actually a safe pick for the Javelins. But when the Angels picked it, you knew they'd be bringing something. And it's absolutely fantastic what we're seeing out of them. Everything is done so directly. Everything is by design. And that's what I'm noticing a lot. There's not too many minor mistakes. You think that that one smoke grenade in the last round did hold them back, but they stuck to the game plan. They led with flashes. There was a second volley, a second wave, and the isolation of gunfights, the entry pathway off the Angels was sublime.
This time around, they're going for a straight A hit, and look at that minimap. There are 3 CTs here. Finally, NAVI have everyone in the right place for this hit. Hanka's even in a good place just to drop this initial smoke, getting up close, and oh no, she's cleared on out. They're just sitting in the smoke at the moment. It's just those pistols, so it's not all the bits that they need. LETi just sitting in the smoke. No way. No way this does anything. All her teammates are fallen. The biggest bait you ever saw, and it rewards her with a kill. The second, not quite able to connect, unfortunately. Angelka did get the one in mid. Maybe if LETi had found that second, there was something to be done in this round, but unfortunately not going to be the case.
9 rounds of play is all it's taken for Angels to win out the first half of Anubis. Against NAVI Javelins. So I'll let that sink in just for a few seconds. Because this is honestly absolutely fantastic. I mean, we've already seen how competitive the teams were at Katowice. Coming into ESL Impact Season 3, we had some question marks. Some teams that we've invited in. Teams picked up by organizations. If anyone can beat anyone, this is set up for the most explosive season yet.
Yeah, I want disruptions. You know, it's been a year of like very steady, obvious favorites, particularly in Europe. It's always been NAVI, and it's always been Enigma Galaxy in each of their groups, going flawless each time. No one can touch them, but that appears to not be the case anymore. Enigma Galaxy have already been shown that they can bleed, and NAVI are starting to get scratched up here.
it's amazing to look at the kill distribution as well for the Angels. It's not just one individual. It's a collective team effort. And again, the same map control, the same default. LETi now being caught off guard just by a spam through the mid-smoke. Forces her hand with the incendiary. Utility's now being depleted on the Javelin side. Look, there's only 2 smokes left.
A lot of damage done early. That fight that VQ, when she got the tag onto uulis, was quite good. Margot took a nade right into the face. Actually manages to catch a timing to peek on through to Dark, but doesn't spot anything off it. And she decides to fall back, doesn't want to hold that ground. Because the team is once again gearing up for this A hit. And there are 2 defenders from the NAVI side here. One on a fast rotation in VQ. Smokes over the top. Hanka dropping a defensive smoke behind the bomb site. LETi on the side is able to get one despite being blinded. Now she can fall back, but the flames are behind her. She had nowhere to retreat. VQ rotates over, drops the bomb, but the trade is immediate. Hanka now has to come up big, gets one at the very least. Both these remaining players are low on the T side, and LETi's going to take the advantage. Wins out the first fight, looking for the second, but can't connect. All now onto Angelka. Catherine. Planting the bomb. Angelka peeking on through. Up close, finds her. It was actually Margot that went down, but AWP can be retrieved. And finally, NAVI get that second round.
And that's so unfortunate for Angels, because it really looked like they disrupted this defense. NAVI Javelins had the right setup. It's because Angelka had pushed out towards B main. And she understood that it was clear. So that's why you got that reshuffle in the mid-round. That's why VQ was on a fast rotate towards A. I really like the defensive smoke being dropped by Hanka, because it really funneled Angel straight in towards her and LETi's crossfire. The issue you have is the flashbangs were so perfect, as well as the incendiaries, that LETi caught fire. Angelka at the very end has to clutch, has to be the hero for NAVI Javelins.
Often is the hero for the squad. The round there got a little out of hand. Spamming towards mid. Oh, LETi taking down my mirror. That one is brutal. Just the timing kill comes on through. NAVI have put a lot of effort into taking this control out towards B, which I guess is something they can leave LETi posted up here, and you can see immediately that's the cause to rotate. Get VQ moving into the right place.
Yeah, exactly that. Again, the shuffle comes over because you've established this control. NAVI Javelins, it's a good read on the situation. I like the fact that they're just waiting. They're being a little bit more reserved in towards mid. Angels executes are normally really telegraphed with utility. And this is the change up. They're now going to go for a contact play straight in. Angelka, Hanka, this time with a different variation on the original crossfire.
As that smoke put down to actually disrupt that Molotov, but it's blocked off Hanka. Now Angelka's on an island trying to dodge flashes. It's the first one, but she gets cleared out while trying to dodge it. Now that bomb can be planted. A 3-on-5. VQ gets one, but it's after Hanka falls. She's sticking around. I mean, her teammate is nowhere to be found. She just needs to get out of here. She is indeed going to back off. It does really feel like the CTs struggle, and I'm not just talking NAVI generally, but like this side is quite difficult to hold on to some of these bomb sides. You can see the executes coming through there. There's no way that feels particularly comfortable on that A side, particularly when you're low on utility, right? It feels like you kind of have to either take ground early by pushing out towards where all the T's are saving at the moment, which you often see with like an AWP, or you kind of have to play retake.
Yeah, it's also because you can throw set util from the same position, right? And where the windows are located as the T's walk around the corner, you can actually cover a lot of the shelf, a lot of the stairs with incendiaries, with just pure bottles of flame, and it makes it so uncomfortable. And then when you fan out around the bomb site, you've got perfectly just easily replicable trades. Like everyone can just fan out rather than just a straight corridor like the B bomb site. That's why it's so much easier to take control over at A. But maybe it's B for the Angels because I've just found 2 picks at dark.
Yeah, that's a real shame because there was a really cool smoke thrown out by VQ that went all the way up to Rugs so that they could take an aggressive peek out for Hanka. But unfortunately, everything falls apart in dark. We want to go for a bit of an aggressive split. Okay, Lena is in the back line, so trying to find a timing back, almost gets the second kill. That would have been everything, but might just be enough. VQ is here with the AWP. Catherine sitting in dark. Oh, not spotted, but a missed shot. Timing not quite there, but Catherine has VQ locked in. It's a leg shot, and it's a no-scope from VQ. Staying alive and keeping Navi in this round. They're running back to A, and that's where Hanka is. Both these players incredibly low, in the perfect position up on the fountain as they swing around, but it's a perfect shot. VQ pops one back. Now it's the 1 versus 1. Both players on barely a slither of health.
Yeah, that means the AWP can't take advantage of it. That's why VQ swaps to the USP. And now it's a stalemate. 35 seconds. Leo gets the bomb. Wondering, where's VQ got to? Trying to clear glass. Now trying to clear CT. 25 seconds. Timer ticking down. Who's going to hold their nerve? Or VQ might just swing in. It's a game of timings. I think back's been spotted. VQ will secure it. NAVI Javelins get a really premium CT round.
What a recovery from Navi. I mean, VQ was the hero there. That came down to the wire. I mean, Hanka felt like she was primed to get the double there, but I got to really applaud Angels for their trading there.
Yeah.
The fact that she goes down and doesn't even get that first kill, right? She is low as well, so it's kind of like a 1-for-1 setup, but she has the better positioning there. But Angel's clearing was fantastic. Lena taking the initiative to push out here almost ended the round. But VQ, huge kills across the map, keeps them in it, gets them their third. She's even found the opener into this round.
Yeah, that was a 3 versus 5 recovery. Angelka trying to play a little bit more reserve, but goes back for a second bite. And that means that Margot is going to find that kill. LETi, nearly presented her head as well. Incendiary blocked off, trying to cordon the Angels back just a little bit. With Margot smoking herself off, that will happen for now.
Angels to be happy though. 1-for-1 is ideal. Gonna walk back in towards Dark. That's gonna be constantly under threat now. Navi have to focus attention there, which is always gonna keep 2 players on this site. Unless they find contact elsewhere. Margot's just tucked on in. Looks like they may be going for a reaggress on the A side. I like this. Lena and Hanka are going to get that info, but at the same time, Angels looking ready to go for this hit. Smokes come on through. VQ is here with LETi, the danger duo on Navi's defense, and VQ finds one. LETi with one of her own. Catherine traded her out, but VQ's hitting everybody. Going for the no-scope, doesn't quite connect, and Mio is here, but VQ trades immediately. 4 in the round for the sniper for Navi.
That was really nice micro from Navi. LETi, who was originally positioned on the obelisk, slides in behind Pillar, and VQ walks through the temple smoke, takes the first contact, which further sells LETi's position. And as Angels, they all kind of try and escape through dark. Again, it's that conversation between A and B. You're all coming out of a single choke point. VQ is the distraction. LETi then alleviates the pressure of her, which allows her to reposition. Absolutely perfect from Navi.
That gets an opening. Incendiary drops. Keeping them at bay, but this is new aggression from Angels in mid. We've kind of got this ground, but look at the response it's caused. 2 more rotations come on over, and they have to fall on back. VQ is now mobile. Angels, after this initial engagement, they've lost one, and they have another at half. So it hasn't gone the way they want. Navi feeling good in this round. Decent late stage recovery.
There's really not much utility to get VQ off the angle. She's being so dynamic now. Ayaka does bait her out with the shoulder, but the smoke and the fallback allows Hanka just to keep rooted over at Fountain. 50 seconds left. Angels don't need to commit into the A-bomb site. They can wait a little bit longer. Navi have now pulled Lena and VQ back together in towards middle, searching for further information. 40 seconds left.
It's going to be the A hit. The bomb is there, ready to run on out. Flashbang through, but no response. Oh, I think Hanka might have spotted something. The utility is definitely giving it away. VQ, oh, Lena is here. VQ needs to rotate. Hanka can't quite get the shot, gets a dink on through. Now Lena behind the site, unable to get it connecting. VQ, the savior, has to do it again. This is that first opportunity, and that's allowed the bomb on through the whole time. uulis has gotten up close, and the trades are good. Angelka with 2 back makes it tempting. A 1v2. Catherine with the AWP, though, so difficult to get past that flash. At least maybe give her a way through. That first kill found. She backs on up. Catherine edges on forward. Oh, spotted. Angelka's definitely seen her, and now she knows where she has to place her crosshair. Getting up close and personal, has a kit. Another flash recovered, but Catherine takes the initiative and plucks her down.
Yeah, that's a really nice try from NAVI, but at the same time, they're just playing very individual positions on the way in. They had the read, even pulled Lena back on over, as well as VQ towards A, and they're just playing one-and-done spots. And as a result, Angels, they've really allowed a complete free real estate into the bomb site, pulling out utility in the 1 versus 1. It's a risky affair, and Catherine takes full advantage of it.
With the updates on the other streams as well. Very quickly, 9 Pandas Fearless versus the Flame Shield Maidens. 12-3 half-time score for 9 Pandas. I don't think that's particularly surprising. And then Aces versus NIP. NIP are up 9-6 at the half. Again, probably not the most surprising scoreline. Both favorites there doing very well at the half.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated as often as we can. This one, a little bit more unexpected. Angels 10, NAVI Javelins 4 in the last round of play in this first half. Angelka, only player with a rifle. It's a FAMAS, which is your favorite gun, Lucy.
Yes, I'm a big fan of the FAMAS. A FANAS, you could say.
Oh.
Oh. Lena's found a timing there as Mia was throwing out some utility, so she gets the AK-47. And again, it's the A hit coming through. Lena can be on a fast flank if she wants to, and she needs to make that call soon because they are losing bodies on the site. Hanka and VQ fall, and okay, everyone fell. Margot on a tear with uulis. Catherine strikes as well. 11 for the half. An amazing sign for Angels. Can NAVI bounce back when the sides switch?
Bloodstained flag. Open road and nomadic plans. In a quiet town, bodies fall upon sacred ground. Burn a flag and a king is crowned. Coming to get you. I'm coming.
Angels looking absolutely phenomenal on their T side of Anubis. We've said that it is a T-sided map, and the early signs of Anubis being in our current map pool would suggest that is the case. Can NAVI Javelins bounce back? Well, they're going to need this all-important pistol.
Yes, indeedy. And it's in towards Midorini that they are taking the initial contact. Mio is forced back with that USP in hand. Tapping away, and Angelka removes her. Now they're going to split onto A. You can see Hanka is ready to come on through. So this aggression forward, she's going to get caught off guard by that push. And that's all they have to deal with these two players here. Are able to get the one, but uulis was with the dual Berettas, at least gets one back. So 2 on 3. A chance still for the Angels, but both of them coming through from the same position. It's just onto Margot. Looking for 2 here after that first. Forced to reposition.
Yeah, going to reset all the way through CT. Angelka is low, so there is a potential that the dual Berettas could do some damage. But good afterplants are being taken. Very good discipline being enforced by the Javelins. LETi spots out. Angelka swings, and that is a really good pistol round by NAVI. I like the fact that Hanka gets the information towards A main, and rather than just leaving them, NAVI Javelins swing. They make sure that that angle is completely locked off.
Angelka getting a little fired up there. I can see her going, woo. You know what I mean? Like a woo.
Yeah, I get it.
Woo.
Woo!
Woo. That's what she was doing on the camera. Why didn't you respond, Brandon?
I did.
It's so awkward.
No, I did.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I didn't hear you. But I was too busy wooing.
Yeah, you got caught in the moment. I mean, she's got to hype them somehow because
she is the hype woman of the squad, right? She's the one.
Yeah, they were at boot camp last week against G2. Now back online. You gotta motivate through the Discord. Just a stack for the Angels. Lena finding a lot with the Mac 10 and identifying the stack, and LETi confirms it. No one's on B. Let's head over there. And whilst this is going to be a little bit of an eco, let's kind of run you through what's happening in the other games, Lucy. Copenhagen Flames taking on 9 Pandas Fearless. 9 Pandas Fearless are winning Inferno 14 rounds to 3. Aces versus NIP.
It's 16-3.
Oh, they've won it 16-3. Never mind. Aces versus NIP. That's on Anubis as well. They're all level. That's 9 rounds each.
That's kind of crazy if Aces went out that serious, I'll be real with you. Because NIP just come Aces are kind of the Angels of that group, where they're kind of this X Factor team where I'm not really sure what to expect from. So good showing against NIP already is quite impressive. 9 Pandas though, wow. What a decimation of the Flame Shield Maidens.
I mean, they've got incredible individuals on that team. Gonna be very scary to come up against. If all of them are firing, it's very dangerous indeed. Full buy for both sides. And it's going to be a B play immediately straight on in. Catherine deals with Lena. uulis tucked in on the site. Margot, she's not being overwhelmed either. It's fantastic from Angels. How have they managed to hold everything back?
I'll tell you how. NAVI went before all the smokes went down.
True.
Tried to get ahead of it, and they lost 2 players immediately. Angelka now has to pull up a 1 versus 3, and Catherine repositioned to the perfect spot to deal with her. NAVI's execute falls flat on its face. But yeah, they threw all the utility out, and then they started peeking before it landed. So Catherine has this duel from Temple before the smoke plumes in her face, so she can just fight with no issue, wins it out, and even though the trades, well, in fact, she actually gets away. So LETi and Angelka might have found a couple of kills into the mix, but like it was just a bit haphazard. It wasn't pretty.
A little bit sloppy. And look at the immediate repercussions off the back of it. Whilst the Angels buy gets stronger, NAVI Javelins get weaker. Just 2 AK-47s brought into round number 19. It feels like they're running out of time here, Lucy.
Dear me. This is a scary round for NAVI, because if you lose it, I mean, you have to eco the next one, which means you're up against, what, 6-14?
Yeah.
Like, that is brutal. So you can see how much weight they're putting into this in terms of just the pacing of it, taking their time, Want to see if they can punish any over-aggression, but Angels are playing a nice defensive setup. It is a bit B-heavy. They've got 3 players present there. So Navi, if they can read this correctly and go for a bit of an A hit or a split onto A, which maybe is what they're looking to do with the mid presence as well, that's their ticket in.
Yeah, Mio's on the perfect angle for this, though. I'd quite like one of the A players, Angelka Hanka, to lob an incendiary right where she's standing at the moment. There it is. That's fantastic. That allows the mid split to now come on through. I like this from the Angels, getting aggressive, focusing their efforts onto one side of the map. And Mio actually just deals with both.
That's huge for Mio. Now they're forced on through. Mio is still here and still fragging. Is trade out by Hanka. Ayaka is actually snuck on through the smoke. Viku just trying to get on through with the plant. Is able to find a safe spot to put it down. But 2 versus 4. Ayaka has repositioned the last bullets of her famous strike. And Viku taken down by the USP. Mio, an absolute hero for Angels.
That was fantastic. I really liked that. Just fell into the bomb site with Ayaka, then took the first contact. He's spraying through the smoke to allow Ayaka to move through it as well. The entire time, she's in the back lines. NAVI Javelins have got no clue. That's a really good setup because it's the 2 anchor players of A that find all 5 of the Javelins.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? It's a 2-on-5 on the site, and it's yeah, exactly as you mentioned. Those 2 players come out ahead, and now we're in this position that, as I mentioned, this is the worst case scenario for Navi. Couple of pistols, it's going to be 14.
It should be as well. Provided.
I'm telling you, it's going to be, no matter what. There's no
right.
circumstance where this isn't 14, Brandon.
I hope. I love that you are trying your best to jinx it.
I'm just telling you the facts.
All right.
See?
Uulis.
That's the first step.
Okay. What's next?
Margot on the smoke fade is going to catch one. Actually, no, she's going to play it nice and defensively. Heichi goes through, softens up Angelka. Angelka's going to go for an aggressive peek for the info, and Margot will deal with her then. And yeah, they'll just slowly get picked apart. Over the other side, we'll see Hanka doing a similar play, and that's where Ayaka is going to be ready for her, playing a passive setup behind the bomb side. So here we go. There's that aggressive peek I mentioned. There's the punish from Margot.
All right. Yeah.
Going to script so far. That wasn't on my script. Lena did take down uulis. That's big. And Hanka actually won the duel onto A side. So hold the phone, Brandon, because I may have cursed it. I may have jinxed it.
You may have, but here's something that Angels have got employed that NAVI Javelins really didn't, and it's a flank. Catherine holding for it, deals with Lena. That's information given over to the Javelins, but at the same time, they've repositioned. Mio gets caught off guard. That's an AK picked up. Oh, it's fantastic from Viku. Looking for one more. Margot will trade, but she won't find Hanka. NAVI Javelins steal the round away.
And it's 7 on the board for Navi, 13 for Angels.
Like
we all knew
predicted.
that round was going to go exactly that way. Wow. You know, you just love it when you're right.
It feels so good. It's very satisfying.
I can't believe that. That's insane. What a recovery. Just catching the timings with the pistols, the patience rewards them.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's kind of put Angels in a funky position. They've had to call their first attack of this entire game. They've just been such a dominant lead that they've not felt the need to call in the coach. Now they are. And having a bit of a chinwag, deciding what the play is. The money is not in a position where they've got a fully, so it has to be the classic half EB, Brandon.
Yeah, of course. I feel like it's actually so valuable having Lena be on the really late lurk, because the fact that she dies to Catherine forces NAVI Javelins to push in towards CT. And that's what ends up winning them the round. So it doesn't work completely as intended by the Javelins, but it does, if that makes sense. Cool. Glad we
It's that
agree.
same smoke. Is it? No, it's
No.
stairs smoke.
It's the stairs, and then it's for dark, so you can get out water if you're Margot.
That's a lot of smokes by the CTs. 3 of them expended early, and this is the objective. Margot gets out, uulis gets out. The aggression with the half-buy, the upgraded pistols, gets them all this ground. But Navi, they're a little sus on this, Brandon. You see these 3 smokes coming out, and you're like, I
Who
wonder
spent
what
it?
that means.
Yeah. There are imposters among the Javelins. BQ gets rid of one of them. Uulis. It's a very crafty position. Ready for action, although she's cleared by Hanka. Dotting the T's and crossing the I's for the Javelins. Mio also spotted in mid. Yeah, it was a good idea.
Yeah, because the AWP's just fired off its stairs, right? You know, you're an MP9 versus an AWP at that angle. Like, that's a favorable duel. She had the right read, but Hanka, always the faithful teammate. Had VQ's back. Easy peasy. They are going to have players in the right positions here, and there is a FAMAS in play, Brandon, which means that Chaos could ensure Margot makes it work, but no, it's just the dink onto Angelka. Needed to be the kill. So 8 for NAVI as they slowly claw their way back into this one. One hand after another, one round after another.
Yeah, and that's how you have to take it if you're NAVI. You got to take it one round at a time. It's interesting. I haven't seen... NAVI Javelins are almost the pioneers for fast smokes on Anubis in terms of women's scene, in my opinion. They throw this one off spawn that lands in the entrance to a main. I've yet to see them throw that, adopt that into the play-in field. Also deep smoked in towards mid, not really utilized, and as a result, Catherine finds Lena.
Yeah, just sitting in default with the AWP. Gets the first one for free. The rest of NAVI now have to capitulate to this position. How do you want to play this? They're very spread. You're just going to throw that smoke so she can pick up the freebie on the floor. Tough position to find yourselves in. They're actually prying for a bit of information over towards A. And they're throwing out the Molotov. Gonna force Angelka back, but she had that smoke ready to go, which she throws as soon as the Molotov gets spotted in the air. I don't know if that little one-way is intentional. It might be. Gives a bit of info.
I don't think so. I think she was throwing it on the fly a little bit, but...
What'd the fly do to her?
I'm not sure. NAVI about to fly in utility straight over towards A. There's the set piece I'm talking about. Smoke, incendiary, flashbangs raining forward. Mio looking to take first contact, but Ayaka gets cleared. Fantastic trades from NAVI.
Yeah, you can see all those smokes down. It's going to enable a very forward position for Angelka as well. The deep smoke towards connector and even the re-smoke as well means that they cannot push through here. She's even going to be trying to check on behind it. And Angels have to save. Money's not good. We've got these rifles, particularly in this AWP, that they want to hold on to. Catherine has to be a little careful. She's kind of isolated from her team here. They're kind of on an adventure. They picked up that AK in mid, and oh, that timing sucks. Oh no, that timing sucks as well. Oh, I hate this so much.
No, it's fine. She'll escape.
Oh dear. Dear. Okay. Okay, she skates back in, and they didn't push any further. So everything's okay.
Cool, calm, collected. Everyone's okay. Since the sides have swapped for the second half, Angels have won 2 rounds only.
Yeah. T-sided, hey? That round they lost to Pistols might come back to haunt them.
Maybe. Still got a long way to go, yet, in this second half of our first map of this best of 3 between NAVI Javelins and Angels. This buy isn't really a buy at all. FAMAS or AK with 5.7 and the P250. Nice.
What do you reckon those red things are that...
That's the bomb. I'm sorry.
Never mind, Brandon. Never mind. Oh, VQ, a flick shot doesn't connect. The aggression. They take down LETi. Now VQ feels like she has to try and stake around, but that Molotov is fantastic. Forced back. I don't think they were able to recover the rifle is the only issue because it fell so deep. They'd love to get their hands onto one of the pistol players. But both of them are over on A. And Hanka might have a good timing here. See if it goes terribly or works out amazing. And it's half of that. So it wasn't one of those 2 eventualities. Guess the one. Oh, almost opportunity there. Angelka does do a lot of damage. See, it's actually drawn over a lot of players here. Catherine took down the bomb. it's all out of hand now. Lena's pushing on forward. Catherine, that flashbang from Lena, single-handedly keeping Navi in this. Catherine looked like she'd done enough. Oh dear, she catch the timing. Did she hear her? Directly below, drops down, looks for the fight, but Lena was ready for it. The sound cue given away. What a chaotic round.
I was like, what is going on? Oh my god, that's the scrappiest round out of all of them. And Catherine nearly wins it single-handedly. We need to see a replay of this again. Hanka swinging on her own. Then Angelka has a little bit of a solo mission. That's very well. And you just think uulis is going to drop the bomb, secure the round. But no, instead, NAVI Javelins hold on. They hit double digits.
Double digit. Would you believe it? Good early damage.
It's really interested to know what you were going to say about the red thing.
Yeah, we'll get back to it.
All right.
Potentially.
I like this boost. This is a variation because normally you boost quite close to the smoke, but it's been really, it's been found out. People have been pre-firing it a lot. So now this one's a little bit further back.
Yeah, there's like a skybox, like a box thing above VQ. It's stopping her going like higher. So when she jumps, it's like only a short jump. So she can then reposition quicker. So if you spot someone on that jiggle, you have to like wait a second to land, kind of ready for it. Oh, the timing, VQ strikes. Now NAVI have all of the control. Ayaka is isolated. I wanted to make a pun. Isolated. Nope.
It's not bad.
That ain't it. That ain't. Oh yeah, it didn't flow right.
Yeah, but it's because you said, I want to make a pun, and then you forced it.
Yeah, maybe I should have just gone for it.
Yeah.
Next time.
Could
yeah, her being isolated, as mentioned, meant that as soon as she went down, I mean, the rest of the Angels were nowhere nearby. They were holding a heavy B lane again, which they've been doing quite a bit, and NAVI haven't actually really put much focus there. We haven't really seen them really prodding towards B main or even dark. It's been very mid and A focus. So I wonder if Angels will start to change that setup because it's not quite working out for them.
Yeah, it's good discipline for Angels to try and save all these guns. Lena might fall here because she's being held. Oh, no, she's not. Running aggressive. Catherine does find her. That's really good that they escape. Don't recover the AK, but it doesn't matter. You've still got 3 premium rifles at your disposal.
All right, it's the best looking round Angels have had for a minute. Despite lacking the AWP, they got everything else they need. It's that HE that did a lot of damage earlier. We'll see if it does the same this time around. I think they waited for it. Oh, it's still chunked Catherine low, but look at this aggression. uulis is just pushing on out, catches Hanka slipping, gets the advantage for Angels early, and she can fall on back. No trade potential. VQ is over towards B main rather than in canals this time.
EQ. Oh, jump spotted. But information goes both ways. Trying to bait Margot in close towards this pillar. This is quite a dangerous setup for Javelins to try and walk into. You have got Angelka trying to make inroads in towards dark. Margot drops the incendiary. This all hinges on a lot of timing and good communication from the Javelins.
This is the classic B split. The rotation comes on over, so 3 players will be here to receive them, and it's not a long rotation from mid. Smoke goes through. It's a bit of a funky one thrown on the fly from VQ. And Molotov's well-timed. Margot on a great angle to deal with Angelka, so now it's just this hit coming through from main. VQ strikes, and they're forcing their way through. Margot is here, tucked on in, gets one. VQ again with a big trade. Catherine using this smoke, but it doesn't matter. That flank now is coming through. In a great position, but LETi seems aware of it. And I think they must have had a sound cue or something because they feel so confident just absolutely running to A.
Yeah, Mio ran right at the very end. LETi heard it. You could see in the camera the communication. Ayaka, though, could still lay waste to this.
Timing. 14 seconds left. That bomb going on through. I cannot peek this. VQ has her locked on in. So that bomb gets on down, and that smoke deploy is actually giving LETi something to work with. Mio not ready for it to get past, but still adjust fast. Has to be VQ now. 2 in the round. Needs to find 2 more. Both players have kits. She strikes onto the first. 1v1 now. Scopes back on in. Mio just fires a couple of warning shots. Backs on up. Gets on that bomb. Just going to be tapping it. And VQ shoots her straight on through. 12 for NAVI.
Yeah. And also, 16 for NIP. They take down aces on Anubis. But that was a quad kill from VQ. That was fantastic. Let's take a look at this replay yet again, because she gets thrown into 1 versus 2. And I honestly just thought Angels were going to double swing. I don't know what the hesitation was. And VQ, ice cold killer.
Yeah, I gotta say,
doesn't care.
Was kind of like bigging up Angels, like spacing on the T side in terms of like, how they were attacking A. And that time around, against Yorp, not quite there. That aggression doesn't pay off. That's the red stuff I was talking about. It's under Catherine. It's like in the baskets. Not sure if they're beans or coffee or what. Something to consider. If we ever get a shot of them again.
I don't know. I can see it out of the corner of my eye. Flashbang through. Catherine on the timing. Fully blind, but it is trying to set up Ayaka. Smokes deployed. Angels. I feel like they're thinking that they are a little bit flustered here. So much utility is being used early. No smokes left. Only incendiaries to hold NAVI Javelins back.
And again, it's this B split. This time a lot more emphasis through from Dark. Margot is holding this position. Bit of an angle here, but it's not an uncommon one. And with 3 players about to swing, Miro's again on that flank, but they still have to hold strong on the side. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but the player next is going to be uulis falling. Catherine's here, a little gap trying to work with that flank. Actually comes in for 1 kill, so it's still the 3-on-3. Incendiary thrown on through, doing damage. Angelka brought low, has to use the smoke, and Miro might even have a timing. Thinks it's in the smoke, though. She walked around a little bit further, and oh, LETi is there. Punishes on the reload. Catherine and Ayaka now 2 versus 3. No kit. Have to go fast. And it's not a good position to be in with VQ striking first. It's all on to Catherine, looking for 3. First kill is good, but the trade immediate.
Yeah, fantastic off plant for NAVI Javelins. Angelka actually in the premium position there at the pillar. Completely can lock off her back towards CT, can focus all on the temple. She can even take the first contact and allow VQ to swing on in. Fantastic utility to drive the Javelins forward, and LETi killing Mio in the back lines really just locks in the round for the Javelins. From 11-4 now to 13-13.
Yeah, and from frustration in the first half to smiles on the face of Angelka. That's what you want to see. VQ really showing the T-side AWPing prowess.
Yeah.
This is great stuff from NAVI. What a recovery. What was it, 6-13? I think at one stage. We can check, Brandon. We have HL TV.
13-6. Yeah, you're completely right.
Yeah, of course. Gosh,
Right.
I gotta say, I love having everything on HL TV.
Yes, me too.
It's
Every
so
region as well.
Darn good. Every region. It's all there. All the stats, the vetoes.
Yeah.
Such
if you're
a
watching,
lifesaver.
thank you, HLTV.
Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, you can see there's only been the 2 CT rounds. And that was the first gun round and then the follow-up from Angels. And then it's just been NAVI all the way. Hey, hey, hey. And now in a great pause to get 14 because it's not a good buy for the angles.
It's a shaky one.
Shaky.
Yeah.
What makes it shaky?
I don't know. I didn't want to say any other adjective.
No, it's a common parlance to talk about buys as shaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but have you ever thought about why you're saying the things you say, Brandon?
No, never.
No, I can tell.
Angles. They need a right one here. Unfortunately, not really panning out. Although Ayaka does find Lena. But, and Angelka falls as well. Rifles recovered. And now, there's 3 Angels left. However,
Never gonna expect Hanka to be there.
no, you're not at all. Although, oh no! I don't expect Catherine and Ayaka to be there either. 1 versus 2, VQ under significant pressure. Yeah, it's dicey.
She's played that smoke well, puts it down, and I think she's just bought enough time. Catherine's worried about this extra player turning up. I feel like if Catherine finds VQ here, picks up the AWP, and suddenly it's out of control because that was the bomb. But Hanka arrives, keep things under control. Honestly, a pretty good round from Angels, considering with just some pistols employed. That aggressive push comes in clutch. But NAVI take the lead. The first time I feel that they've been in this position this entire game.
This is the first time they've ever been in the lead, yeah.
Ever.
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 Yeah.
We have fun here at ESL Impact.
We do.
Always. Aggression. There's the red, and there's VQ drawing it. Catherine taken on down. A quick flick. And the enemy AWPer falls.
That was nice. Margot and Uulis looking to peek dark, double swing. Don't actually get the kill, and in fact, Uulis comes off worse than Angelka.
Yeah, Angelka was having a rough time on the CT side of that engagement, but obviously feels a little bit more comfortable taking those fights here. And this 2-2 setup from Angels is a little uncomfortable. You can see they're already kind of feeling it, this pressure in mid. They want to regroup there, and at least they'll have all 4 players in positions where they can support each other rather than completely isolated. And this is the way you have to play it. Taking the aggression, the initiative, they're fighting this information. This push out from A main is spotting nobody. Or from B, sorry. No, yeah, from A. Angelka, though, is going to spot them both. Gets 1.5 kills. And that's enough. The team now hitting onto the site. Smokes come on through. And even though the incendiary does land, they're a bit too far away to deny the bomb.
Yep, and Mio's been doing this flank round after round. It was being held by VQ. Now going to readdress it. Absolutely perfect. 4 versus 2. Angels just need to save. And NAVI, what a story. What a recovery on this T side.
Yeah, which I think, maybe we'll talk about this in the post-snap a bit. It really sort of brings up the topic of why pick the CT side. Maybe it's just to get a gauge of how, Angels play their T side, but it definitely
feels just instinct, right?
I guess so, yeah, but NAVI's got to feel confident about their T sides based on what they're showing us here. Certainly looking very good. Plenty of money as well, so they can afford to go for a little bit of a look in. I think, yeah, they're not going to overextend. I wouldn't have minded if they got for a bit more of a hunt, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't have hated it. 25 kills for VQ, 20 for Angelka. Angels, with that save, they are able to gather all of the rifles. Quite a lot of utility for them as well. They just need 2 rounds in a row, but they can't make any mistakes.
So they can show us the peak aggressively. VQ flashed off, doesn't matter. Again comes out in that opening head-to-head between the 2 AWPers. Catherine struggling to find the impact she was having on that T side. Now she just has to watch on as her teammates try and deny NAVI taking this map. A hit getting ready over towards A. The sole defender here in Ayaka. There is a close player by in Mio, but it's got to be a good hold.
Needs to be. Good smoke. Now she can jump up on top of it, potentially for a one-way. Mio taking first contact, does significant damage towards Hanka. But there's no follow-up grenades. There's no follow-up utility. Angels get double swung. Ayaka now stuck, spamming between the smokes. Not finding her, though. This looks pretty good until LETi swings the other side. 5 versus 2. Make it a 5v1 because VQ finds Margot.
And closes it out as well onto uulis. A fantastic T side from the NAVI Javelins. Looked a bit dicey at the half with Angels off to a dominant 11-4 scoreline, but NAVI could not be put away. Take their opponent's map pick in a fantastic comeback on Anubis.